This is the review of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Apple made some physical changes on this iPhone lineup, starting with the titanium body. iPhone 14 and the previous versions of the iPhone has actually came with the stainless steel body, which made it a little more premium to hold, but sharper at the edges. And this time around, Apple changed that to a titanium body, which makes it actually lighter than the previous iPhone versions and also makes it very easy to hold. It's not as sharp as the previous versions. And overall, I think it's a welcome development. And if you can see, the edge it does not trap fingerprints like the remaining one, but even though it still traps some of it, but not as bad as the stainless steel. Obviously, another change that we saw on the iPhone was the replacement of the mute button to the action button. And Apple has made this change. It looks so subtle, but it's actually a big and a major change because the iPhone has traditionally come with a dedicated mute button that you can either silence or remove it from silence. But then in this action button, you have the leverage of setting that action button to perform any tasks you want from any application or shortcuts. I have also seen people who have used it in the past for various shortcuts. I have been using mine for camera, but then I decided to shift from that camera back to using it as a mute button, and this worked seamlessly for me. The button for the mute is now changed to be customizable into whatever feature that you want it to trigger. And that is also a welcome development. Another great change that we saw in the iPhone is the camera changes. Apple has made it possible for you to zoom 5 times optically on this iPhone. And I believe that is about 120mm focal length. And then as a result of that, when you shoot, especially in portrait mode, you will notice slight improvements in the quality of the pictures. And also the stabilization if you are shooting things like videos, especially of a moving object, or you are moving with the phone, it will be more stabilized than the previous iPhones. And that is also one of the reasons why this is one of the best-selling iPhones out there. So another big change, or the biggest change that this iPhone has seen, is the conversion of the lightning cable to the USB-C port. Now, traditionally, iPhone has used a bigger port before it transitioned to the lightning cable, but this is the first set of iPhones that has come with inbuilt USB-C port that enables easy to use accessibility, where you can use your iPhone to store data from either video or or pictures, as the case may be, directly into a hard drive or into so many other accessories that can be used with that USB-C. Another thing is that this also enables you to be able to use your USB-C that you probably have for all other devices that you use into conforming to be used in an iPhone as well. And I don't need to carry any other different cable while traveling or while at home. I just have only one port that I use for virtually everything, from my Mac to my iPad to my iPhone and then my camera. So that is also a very big development. Another thing is you can now use this iPhone to charge other iPhones or other phones that it supports as a result of that USB-C as well, because I believe through Lightning, you cannot be able to disseminate power to other phones, but the USB-C that this comes with enables it to do that. So that is it for the review. In conclusion, I would say that the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the 15 Pro lineups offers an iterative changes from the previously announced 14 Pro and Pro Max. But then they also came with some changes, differences like the USB-C, the titanium body, the better camera, and also some of other tiny features that you would notice, especially around the chip that it came with. It performs a little faster than the previous models and as well. So my take would be, is this a good buy? I would say yes, it's still a good buy, even though the price increased in the United States by $100. But then factor in that this Pro Max, even though it increased by $100, comes with a higher storage, which is the 256 gig as opposed to the 128 gig that it came with previously. Thank you.